Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Jacob Anthony Flores was back in court, again. After repeated probation violations and second chances, he stood before the same judge pleading, just one more chance. But this time, the judge was done waiting. Did Flores get mercy or prison? Watch until the end to
The video begins with a tense silence. The judge's voice cuts through, "Any objections?" The defense replies softly, "No, Your Honor." Standing before the bench is Jacob Anthony Flores, a man who's been here too many times before. Probation violations, broken promises, and endless chances. But this time feels different. The judge warns him, "You could face up to 10 years in prison." It's not a threat. It's reality closing in. What do you think? Does a person deserve endless chances, or is this where accountability must begin?
find out.
All right, court is calling 2015 CR 1361, State of Texas versus Jacob Anthony Flores. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense.
Eric Hernandez.
Are you Jacob Anthony Flores? Showing you a document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision.
Your Honor, if I may interrupt you.
Yes.
We're asking that this case be called for Thursday, April 6th. He
What?
is set for a plea that afternoon on misdemeanor case, and the state wants to make sure he gets that resolved. And we're asking this to be brought back that
He's
morning.
shaking his head.
I understand he wants to get this resolved. I'm just telling you what the state's position is. And I was talking to Ruben, not for.
That's correct, Your Honor. We did confer with counsel. He is set for plea on Thursday, so we'd like to have that plea and then resolve that.
What time is he set for the plea on Thursday? Is that 9 a.m.? All right. Ms. Ferguson. Can we recall this for, we would have to recall it.
We can do it by Zoom, Your Honor, because several will have been present by Zoom for the plea at 1:30.
The case is called State of Texas versus Jacob Anthony Flores. Both sides announce their appearance, a familiar routine for an unfamiliar future. Jacob has another case pending, a misdemeanor plea scheduled soon. The prosecutor requests to delay this hearing, wanting everything resolved together. But Jacob looks frustrated, shaking his head slightly. He wants closure now. The back and forth continues, the lawyers juggling schedules and strategy. And through it all, Jacob stands silently, waiting to hear whether his fate will be decided today or postponed once again. Would you rather face judgment right away, or wait and risk it all later?
All right. So 7 is doing Zoom.
For inmates that are for those in custody for pleas, yes, Your Honor. They're doing it by Zoom.
Okay. So what is anticipating on happening with this case?
It's going to plea on the misdemeanor charges, and then we're going to do recommending revocation on the MTA for asking for an adjudication of guilt on that, and then sentencing him to regular based on probation recommendation.
Okay. Well, this is going to have to be reset, and Thursday is not going to be a good day. So it'll have to be reset to next week.
Your Honor, we could resolve the NTR if the state wants to do the NTR, but the court wants to. Oh,
I mean, it'd have to be called back Monday of next week.
Thursday.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Thursday of next week.
Would Wednesday of this week be an option?
No, we're in jury trial.
Let me confirm with the state if I may, Your Honor.
All right. You're welcome. Yes. All right. If I could have the parties back on Jacob Anthony Flores, please.
Finally, the hearing resumes. The judge looks directly at him. Are you Jacob Anthony Flores? She reads from a document a motion to revoke his probation and enter adjudication of guilt. He quietly confirms, yes, ma'am. Then comes the real test. He's accused of assault, a violation of his probation conditions. The judge asks, how do you plead, true or not true? Jacob answers softly, true. That single word seals his fate. Engagement question, do you think he pled true out of honesty, or because he'd already given up hope?
So are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
All right, the court is calling 2015 CR 1361, State of Texas versus Jacob Anthony Flores. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state, for the defense?
Eric Hernandez for the defendant.
And are you Jacob Anthony Flores?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jacob Anthony Flores who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2015 CR 1361 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams, on June 22nd, 2015 for a term of 5 years and extended for 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is proceeding on violation of condition number 1, and that on or about the 20th day of April 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, defendant Jacob Anthony Flores committed the offense of assault in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that, true or not true? State?
State is waiving all of that.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. State is recommending court enter adjudication of guilt, revoking defendant's deferred adjudication, placing him on regular probation, and amending for biweekly drug test for 90 days and an IOP with lifetime recovery, and amending also further for the defendant to attend a batteries intervention.
All right. Is that
Now the courtroom gets serious. The prosecutor recommends revoking Jacob's deferred adjudication and placing him on regular probation with drug testing and intervention programs. But the judge isn't easily convinced. She leans forward and asks firmly, "Why should I follow this agreement? You've been here before, multiple times." Then she lists them. Violations in 2019, 2021, and countless warnings ignored. Her patience is running thin. Jacob tries to explain. He says he's grown up, that he was young and reckless back then. But his words stumble. His reasoning doesn't match his timeline. Question for viewers. Do you believe people can really grow up after years of the same mistakes?
the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Flores, why should I follow this agreement? Because you've been before me before. You were before a previous judge. And then you had a motion to revoke with them. Then you had a motion to revoke with me. And now you're back for, let me see. You had a motion to revoke with me in 2019 of June. And then you came back with the motion to revoke in 2019 of July 23rd. So why shouldn't I just send you to prison? It seems like you don't want to follow rules.
Well, all the rules is I was in my, like,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
I do well all the rules. It's just I was in my 20s, and I spent 32 now. I grew up. When I was no more, I found out.
You, sorry, something, what did you say about you grew up?
I grew up like young, like when I started off, I was like in my 20s. Like I grew up, like I'm mature now, like now I know responsibility that comes behind this.
But you were not in your 20s on April 2021. When were you, how old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32? You were not in your 20s in 2019?
I don't know, but I thought you were talking about the whole back thing.
No, I'm talking about you doing poorly on probation.
No, I know. And then I got my GED. You want me to get my GED? I got my GED. You sent me the whole thing was you sent me the ISF, and then you said for me not to get extended. And when you said your solution that found another judge signed off on it, my extension, I was supposed to be off of it. And they kept extending me for non-payment, but I get a disability check. So I don't understand. I understand that.
So here's the thing. The fact that you were extended, that means absolutely nothing to you picking up new offenses.
Jacob insists he's changed. He says he got his GED that he's trying to rebuild. But the judge isn't letting him off easy. She points out his contradictions. If he was growing up, why did the same violations continue? Her voice sharpens. The fact that you were extended means nothing to you picking up new offenses. She's not angry. She's disappointed. Jacob mentions a disability check, trying to justify the confusion over his probation terms. But the judge shuts that down. Excuses won't erase his record. Engagement question? Should a disability or financial hardship lessen someone's responsibility for breaking the law?
So that's just telling me if you were not extended, you would have picked up a new offense and you would have just had that new offense instead of probation. So again, we're back to the question of why should I extend you? We've tried with you and it hasn't worked out. I sent you to state ISF. Did he complete that?
Yes.
So probation, why should I agree to this? I don't understand why I should be doing this.
I'll give you that chance to change.
Yeah, if you have something to say, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I still give this one more chance.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
I've been told to show you that I can do this one more last time. Give me one more chance. I can prove.
You've had 3 chances to show me something.
The judge looks at probation officers, frustration in her tone. Why should I agree to this? Why are we still trying with him? It's a moment of truth, not just for Jacob, but for the system itself. Probation officers hesitate. Then the judge swears Jacob in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth? He nods. Then he pleads, voice trembling. Please give me one more chance. I can prove I can do this. But the judge responds coldly, you've had 3 chances. And in that moment, hope starts to fade. Would you have given him another shot? Or finally said enough is enough?
Probation, why is probation asking? I don't understand this.
Your Honor, I really think that they were wanting to see what the disposition of the new case was going to be.
If you can give me one more chance to show you I can finish the probation.
Did he successfully complete ISF?
Let me just double check the notes.
Your Honor, probably on behalf of Mr. Flores.
Yes.
I believe he's motivated for drug treatment. I think if he's sent to TC, it's not going to get any treatment there. And I believe it just gives him the best opportunity to be successful after probation is completed. And certainly not when it comes up back in this court with very few favors to ask.
Your Honor, he did successfully complete ISF.
The courtroom grows quiet as probation officers speak. One officer admits Jacob seems motivated for drug treatment, that maybe this time he's ready to change. But the judge's expression doesn't soften. Her job isn't to hope, it's to decide. She takes a long pause, then delivers the verdict. The court finds violation number 1 true. The defendant is guilty. Her voice is steady, final. What do you think? Should motivation be enough to avoid prison when history shows repeated failure?
All right, thank you. All right, the court, as previously stated, is finding violation of condition number 1 true. Counsel, here you are. Court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served and credit for any time served in ISF. Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. You're going to have to do better in your life. All right, you're welcome.
The judge sentenced Jacob Flores to 2 years in prison, saying, you need to do better in your life. His time served.
The judge sentences Jacob Flores to 2 years in state prison, with credit for time already served. It's lighter than the maximum, but heavier than mercy. She reminds him calmly, you have a limited right to appeal, but you need to do better in your life. That line lands like a punch. Not cruel, just final. Jacob nods, his face unreadable. Years of mistakes finally caught up with him, and this time there are no more second chances. Engagement moment. Do you think 2 years was fair, or too lenient for someone who's broken trust over and over?
Served was credited, but his chances were gone. What would you have done in this case? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe.
As the gavel falls, the story of Jacob Anthony Flores closes with one message. Second chances mean nothing if you don't change the first time. After years of probation and repeated violations, the judge had no choice but to act. Her final words, "You need to do better in your life," weren't just for Jacob. They were for anyone watching who thinks time will always forgive their mistakes. A final reflection: what's your take? Did justice win, or did the system fail another man who couldn't help himself?